I didn't think I'd make anything. I was just desperate. Rent was 2 weeks late, my phone was blinking red on M-Pesa balance, and the job interviews, silent. So I tried something most people only whisper about, working online. That first week, chaos, confusion. YouTube was saying one thing, TikTok another. Make 50,000 Kenya shillings a month doing simple tasks, they said. But nobody tells you about the mental stress of clicking for hours only to earn 17 Kenya shillings. I remember one night, I stayed up till 3 a.m. doing online surveys for some app that paid in points. When I finally cashed out, 143 Kenya shillings. I laughed, then cried. But I kept going, because what I discovered over the next 30 days changed how I see money, time, and value forever. Welcome to Dance On Wealth and Mindset here at Ki Crunch, where future millionaires come to sharpen their tools, upgrade their thinking, and build lasting freedom. Now here's where it gets interesting. Most people think working online means easy money. No boss, no commute, just you and your phone. But the truth is, if you don't approach it with clarity and strategy, you'll waste hours chasing crumbs. That was me in the beginning. I tried everything. YouTube comments with links, free Telegram groups, get paid to click sites, and 90% of it was noise, distractions dressed up as opportunities. Then one day, I saw a YouTube video by someone in Nigeria who mentioned Fiverr, not in a hypey way, but as a legit income platform if you had a skill. So I paused and asked myself, what skill do I have that can be sold online? I didn't have graphic design. I wasn't a programmer. But I could type and I speak English. That's how I stumbled into transcription, and slowly, painfully, but surely, it started to work. Let me pause here and say, the first thing I learned is this: don't chase money, solve problems. That's the game. Online work is just digital problem solving. People need logos, words, videos, editing, voiceovers, solutions. And if you can package your ability to help in any of those areas, money flows your way. Even something as basic as turning audio into clean text, there are thousands of clients looking for that daily. I started small. My first real job came through a Kenyan friend who recommended me to a client on Upwork. It paid $12, roughly 1,560 Kenya shillings. I spent 4 hours on it. That's like 390 Kenya shillings per hour. I wasn't rich, but I was proud because that was money made from pure skill, not begging, not borrowing. And once I saw that happen once, I knew I could do it again. The other thing I learned was your phone can be a factory or a trap. Depends on how you use it. For most of us, it's where money lives. TikTok, Instagram, WhatsApp status pressure. But when I flipped that mindset, my phone became a mini office. I downloaded transcription tools, used Notion to track clients, even used voice-to-text to respond faster. Suddenly, my 8-year-old Infinix wasn't just a device. It was a bridge to global work. But here's what most people get wrong. They expect fast, easy results, instant money. But online income is earned, not gifted. Those first 2 weeks, I didn't even make 3,000 Kenya shillings, but I was learning, watching tutorials, making profiles, fixing my English. You're building a digital reputation from scratch. So if you expect 10,000 Kenya shillings in a weekend, you'll give up too soon. But if you plant, water, and stay consistent, the harvest shows up. Quick pause. I'm Danson, and if this video is helping you see online work with clarity and real-world strategy, hit that subscribe button. It fuels this channel and keeps it 100% value-driven. Asante sana. Now back to it. By week 3, I'd earned around 8,900 Kenya shillings from a mix of transcription gigs and one editing job I got through Facebook. It wasn't flashy, but it was working. I was building proof, learning client language, figuring out time zones. I'd sleep at midnight, wake up at 6, chase gigs, deliver work, improve feedback. And one surprising thing happened. My confidence grew. See, it's not just about the money. It's about feeling capable. When someone in Australia or the UK pays you for your brain, it hits different. You start realizing you're not small. You're not stuck. You're just untapped. The next point is, you don't need a degree, you need a result. I've never studied journalism or IT, but online, nobody cares where you went to school. They only care, can you help me solve this thing? That's the power of platforms like Fiverr, Upwork, TopTal, even remote job boards like We Work Remotely. Your profile is your resume, your reviews are your reputation, and your skill is your currency. So what was the final number? After 1 full month, here's what I made. 21,480 Kenya shillings. From scratch. With no capital. Just a borrowed laptop, bundles, and my brain. And yes, some people make more, some make less. But here's why that number matters. It showed me what's possible. It wasn't passive income. It wasn't luck. It was me doing the work and earning actual money, not from Kenya, but globally. Let me be honest though. There were days I felt like giving up. Days I worked 5 hours and earned 300 Kenya shillings. Days where the Wi-Fi cut in the middle of delivery or a client ghosted me. But I pushed through because I saw the bigger picture. Not just surviving, but building leverage. Because here's the truth most people ignore. Online work won't make you rich overnight, but it can buy you time. And time is the one currency you can reinvest to multiply your life. Once I realized I could make 20,000 Kenya shillings online, I stopped fearing retrenchment. I stopped worrying about connections or begging for opportunities. I had a skill, a tool, a way to earn, anywhere. Now, here's where it gets powerful. What if you took just 6 months to build one high-income digital skill? Transcription, copywriting, virtual assistant work, social media management, podcast editing. These are not techie things. They're just digital chores people outsource. And once you have that, you can earn, save, join a SACCO, qualify for a loan, buy land, start a side hustle. You're not depending on your boss or the government. You're building freedom block by block. And that's what I want for you. Because I've seen too many young Kenyans give up after trying 1 or 2 things that didn't work. But the issue isn't you. The issue is the lack of clarity. No roadmap. No one telling you, start here, go here, avoid that. Just hype, noise, and discouragement. So here's what I'll say to close. The first 1,000 Kenya shillings you make online will humble you. The first 10,000 Kenya shillings will excite you. And the first month you earn consistently, it will change your identity. Because you realize you're not just a hustler, you're a builder, a digital builder, a problem solver, a modern entrepreneur. And once you see yourself like that, no one can stop you. Subscribe, share this with someone who needs it, and let's build smarter together.